Hey folks, Robert H here. Happy International Orb Day. Today was just a great day in the market. There were so many opening range breakouts. If you caught Oracle, that was a great move down. MIK was a good move down. Etsy was a good 10-minute orb to the long side. But I think the trade of the day was TLRD, which I was lucky enough to catch. Thanks to Andrew for completing that 5-minute no trade challenge and setting a good example for the room and just showing, you know, you can still make a lot of money if you don't trade the first 5 minutes and just stick to your rules. So TLRD, before we get into the trade, let's just look at some of the levels that I found here. So I got 27.10 from that's the pre-market low. I got 26.03, which was this resistance point from the daily, and then I got 24.98, which is this top here, which is a pretty extreme candle on the daily chart. And as you can see, the price action, it kind of tested that. So at the open, we sold off and we did a little bounce off 27.10, and then when we broke through that, we broke through 26. It tried to reverse, and then it couldn't get above the 26.03, bounced back, and then we got to 24.98, and then it bounced back the other way. So these levels are just very, very important if you're going to be you know, timing your entries and your exits and your profit targets based on these levels. So anyways, here's what happened with TLRD. The first candle was an okay size, I guess $1, less, maybe a little bit more than $1, which is kind of big. But the top here, you can see there's a top wick and no bottom wick, so that's a really a strong indicator that there's selling pressure. And when the first candle closed, I said, you know, I'm gonna go short as soon as the second candle opens. But then it just sold off so fast, I wasn't able to catch it, and I was like, oh, I missed the move. And then as soon as it bounced off that 27.10 level, it came back, and it almost came back right to the open again, the opening of the candle. I said, you know what, this is a second opportunity. The market's giving it to me. I'm going to take it. So then I went short. My entry was 27.35. And then we just sold off. I covered some here. I started taking off profit quite aggressively on this candle, still with this $26 level in mind. Once we got there, I just started scaling out really aggressively, and I even had more shares left, and I just took that off down here. So look how clean this is. Higher highs and higher lows. It doesn't get any cleaner than this. This is textbook opening range breakdown material. I mean, the wicks are tiny. There's no pullback or nothing. It's like a waterfall, right? A staircase on the way down. And I was saying in the chat, I kept a very small amount of shares. I was hoping to get to this level, and then when it did get close to it, I wasn't paying attention. I was in the chat or doing something else, and I wasn't able to cover my last 3% of shares. You know, sometimes I just like to keep a very tiny amount just for fun, right? Because sometimes a stock runs away, and then you're like, you know, oh, I wish I had some left, and then, you know, if you just keep a small amount just for fun, and if I get stopped out, it's not going to affect my P&L because it's so tiny. But if it, you know, it does end up fading the whole day, and then you know you have some, it's just a little bonus. So this is this was actually a 3% trade. It returned 3% of my account. This is what I was talking about the other day. These A1s, if you can catch them, you know, one and done, you can get 2 to 3% of your account. Sometimes 4 if you get really lucky, and it's just really no headache about it. So again, thanks to Andrew for showing us in the room today how, you know, patience can really pay off, and just you know, on a day like today when there's all these bags of money just all over the market, just remain composed and just walk over there and pick it up. All right, that's been the recap, everyone. Thanks for watching.